brand new year. So, Happy New Year. We are now in a 1 year cycle, and the messages are going to be quite clear towards you before I get into the oracle cards I'm going to be speaking. So, 2025 marked a very, very transitional and testing period of the collective. You may have had to deal with difficulties, you may have had to deal with tests, you may have had to endure a lot of energy surrounding your self worth. You may have lost friends, you may have lost family members, you may have had to deal with just the general test. If you've had to go through this process, especially in a 9 year energy, the emphasis is that all of this is being kept in 2025. This is a way of saying that whatever, if you felt that spirit has really put you through a tough period, understand that what's happening now in 2026 for the year of the horse is a year of abundance, wealth, and happiness. So, any type of energies where you might have felt as if you were going through difficulty, that's the worst it'll ever be, as you'll be leaving all of this in 2025. I'll quickly speak about 2025 because 2025 needs to be said in order for you to understand that there is polarity for the new year, for this new 1 year cycle. So, the year of the snake, especially in a 9 year, is all about the energy of releasing as well as shedding. You may have had to spiritually purge from this energy. You may have had to go through a period of difficulty, mental health, the internal part of you, the external part of you. You may have had to say a lot of goodbyes to a lot of people. Now, what is about to happen is the polarity, the change, the yin and yang. So, the snake year being the 9 year cycle being the yin, and now you're going to see the yang, especially with the year of the horse. You are in the process of receiving your abundance, your happiness. It's about you now having the clearest of intentions in regards of what you truly want. Protecting that goal, protecting that energy of your own manifestation as if it's a human, as if it's something that you have to keep it close towards your chest. All right, this is about protecting your dreams. Now, what's happening especially in the 1 year cycle is the energy of action. So there is this emphasis for you to be clear with your goals, be clear with your actions, and go forth with it. When we go through a period of 1 years, 1 year is understanding that you have the abundance to really win if you truly use the energy of a life path number one. Anybody that knows numerology, life path number ones are all to do with action, planning, purpose. It's a lot of masculine energy, but in order for you to win, you need to use that energy in order for you to accelerate what you want. Typically, when you make this as a mantra every day for this particular year, you are setting a tempo for the next 9 years of your life. So there is power in your intentions, especially for this particular year. And when there's power in this intention, I'm letting you know that this is in regards to business. This is in regards to starting over again. This is in regards to new chapters in your life. When we're talking about intentions, you have to be abundantly clear with what they are. So this isn't about people who are going to hesitate, because if you hesitate, you will fail to elevate. This is about the clearness of things being completely black and white. And the people who are stuck in the sort of gray area, they're going to be left towards the side. You have to be completely and utterly truthful in terms of what your intentions are. Now, in terms of the horse energy, which is happening on the 17th of February, I'm letting you know that this is all about long-term goals, long-term actions. We're not here to have a sprint, we're here to have a marathon. So I want you to think about the goals that you truly want and make plans towards this. This is something that's very, very important for this 1 year. Today is the 111 portal. So the 111 portal is the energy of speaking everything into existence throughout this portal, which will affect the next 9 years of your life. If you're able to say things such as your affirmations, you speak it, you breathe it, you know it. You do this before you go to bed. You visualize these things. You live the life that you truly want and you're making decisions as if you already have it. Then you are in the process of being in that frequency. Once you are able to be in that mindset, things will become an activation for you in the next coming days, weeks, months, and even years. The bigger your thoughts are, the more stronger the alignment between you and certain set goals that you want will come to fruition. We know when they say, it's only Delulu until it's a Lulu. Today is the day to have that energy. Really and truly understand that, because we as a collective are going through the energy within the portal. The portal is what they say a way of quantum leaping in order for you to shift your reality. Now, today is a full day energy free day in terms of numerology as well. So it's all about speaking things to existence, and it's also about being, in essence, connecting to the things that you want, speaking things into reality, manifestations, vision board. Have you guys connected yourself to the universe in terms of your changes or tweaks towards your affirmations? Have you created a vision board for yourself? Is there something that you have you got a dream already in which you're able to visualize before you go to sleep tonight? Are these things already in your mindset? If they're already in your mindset, then therefore you are ahead of the pack. Therefore, you'll be able to win. And if anything, you always want to be the person that has the head start. I don't care what anyone says. If you're in a race, it is preferred to have the head start, right? For you to truly gain that advantage. Whether if it's the 1% advantage, the 2%, the 3%, etc., etc. It's all about gaining that advantage. Now, what I see for everyone in this energy right now, in terms of this collective, I see that there are old energies that you've completely are putting in the bin. It's okay to start over again. If you're feeling as if there needs to be a blank canvas, today is the best day to start over. I want you to feel empowered with the energy of starting over again. This ain't a failing. Today is a great day for really captivating yourself from the lessons, from your experiences, and being able to go back to the drawing board and able to write the script that you want. Winners start by having an idea in their mindset, the ignition in their mind. That's how things ignite. And if you're able to take this on board for today, you yourself are creating that frequency of winning, attracting, and most importantly, living the life that you truly want. Could you imagine living the life that you truly want? Those things are very, very, they're there. The fact that you've already said that you accept that's in part of your frequency, you've already allowed that to come into your life. All right. Now, the one thing I will say, and there's this thing I'm going to say for everyone that's in this collective. I want you to take at least an hour before you go to bed. I want you to tweak, shift, write down things that you want, that you truly feel that in your desire, that these are desired goals. Even go as far to say that it goes past the area of delusion. I want you to do this. If you're able to do this, basically you're writing the story of what's to become and what will happen. All right? That's the first thing I want you to do. The second thing I want you to do is, you may not have a vision board. You may not have a vision board, but I know everyone here has a phone. I know everyone here has a phone. So what you can do is go on InShot, or go and use something like an Instagram story where you can make a collage, have some photos, put them all in a collage, and I want you to place them as a wallpaper. This is what I want you to do. I want you to have things that you can see, or you can put them on a wall. You can put them on a wall for tonight. For tonight. It's important that you are able to see this for tonight. This is how you're able to activate the portal. We need to see it, breathe it, know it. And if you need these constant things that you see, it will automatically help you and aid you going forwards, all right? This is the script that we are all writing for our story. All right? This is what you guys need to do. The second thing I want you... Was it the second thing or the third thing already? Should be the third thing? All right, the third thing. The third thing I want you to do is, I want you to utilize today as a form of a sense of gratitude. I want you to do a small thing, even if it's a 1% thing. Today's the first day. It's the first pure day. So even if it's a situation where you haven't spoken to a friend, I want you to show love, as in like an act such as, oh, I haven't heard you in a while. It's been a minute. Hope you're okay. Check in with someone. This is a form of gratitude, because in order for you to receive, you got to give. So there has to be an element of transaction in order for yourself to receive. So this is about you doing something that is based on a deed that's from here. If you're able to do this, the activation of you receiving something is being done because you are giving. This is circulating the energy. You guys with me? You guys with me? Okay. Who here is ready for the collective? Who's here for the collective? All right, I'm now going to be, I've got the hidden hearts, or the heart's hidden secret oracle cards, and I've got the tea leaf. All right. All right. Big shout out to everyone here. Really appreciate you guys. I'm now shuffling as we speak, and I'm going to start with the collective. This is what needs to be said. All right. This is what needs to be said. This is whatever spirit has for us in order to receive these messages. All right. And I've got the tea leaf oracle cards. And then after that, I'll be doing the tarot. All right. Shout out to everyone here. Guys, as I said, I hope you guys are happy, healthy, doing the things that you love doing. All right. All right, just shuffling away, guys. Just bear... Ooh, I can't receive all that cards. 1 second, guys. They all fallen on the floor. All right, let me just grab... All right, shout out to everyone here. Okay. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Perfect. Nice. All right. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. All right, guys. Can I get some ones in the chat to say that you guys are ready for the collective? Can I get some ones in the chat? Okay. Okay, so the messages in the actual in the oracle cards are quite simple, but they're very effective. Nice. Okay, so I've got beginnings. And it says trying again. It's a new direction and it's starting over. So this correlates to the things I've said at the start, which is about taking this as a symbolic nature of a clean canvas. Clear canvas, being able to write the script that you want through manifestations and speaking things into existence, stuff like vision boards, as well as having a change of direction through your thoughts, and really restructure things. I want you to utilize the emphasis that you've experienced a lot of lessons during 2025, and this is all about you utilizing this and be like, oh, I've learned something, and these are the lessons I've learned for 2025. Now I'm going to know through my knowledge and make decisions on the basis of these are actions that I want to do for 2026. Okay? Because 2025 was a year of purging. 2026 is your transformation as there is new beginnings. So this is the opportunity for you all to start over again. I've got realization, which is about epiphanies, understandings, and your awakenings. So this year, you may be going through a spiritual awakening. This year, you may be going through an energy of realizing that certain things make sense. That last year was a lesson and this year is a realization. And by having this realization, you yourself are able to make the desired moves that you want. Fuck what anyone says. Truly. Truly. All of us says, are you gay? No. Your mum knows I'm not gay, by the way. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Your mum knows I'm not gay. But yeah, as I was saying, by the way, I want you to, as an energy, I want you to understand that with this, I'll use this as a form of inspiration. Use this as a form of inspiration. Because when you come up with this situation, everything that you've learned from the previous years or year, you may want to do something completely opposite. That is the energy. What I see, especially with your thoughts, I want you to see this as a perspective. The perspective is that now you've got the bird's eye view. Now that you can take a step back and realize that perhaps certain situations had to happen in order for me to get where I am now. And getting where you are now is basically giving you your flowers. If you felt like 2025 was a year that you had to survive, you had to get through it, you had to go through a period of sadness, or you had to go through a period of learning curves. This year is about you understanding that during this moment in time, it is important for you to understand that there is value in what you've had to learn. So the truth and the reality is, take this as your experience. Take this as an embodiment of feeling empowered, that everything that you've learned, you're going to apply this for this new 1 year cycle. And in this new 1 year cycle, you are able to go through life knowing that any decision that you made in the past, you're going to make better decisions from your own experiences. There's gold, even when you've had to go through a period of sadness. Let's just say you might have had to go through breakups. Let's just say you had to go through energy of heartache. This is something that you're going to look back in and you're going to say, you know what? I've had to realize that maybe I had to feel the energy of the rain to truly appreciate the sun. Maybe I had to go through the period of understanding that these moments right then, at those times, is the reason why I feel at my happiest now. And if I am able to do this, then I will be able to not thrive in my 1 year, I will be able to thrive within the next decade. These lessons that we've had to go through are, in essence, an energy of empowerment. This is about the real trueness of spirituality, looking within, even through the darkness around us, to truly understand that we are the light. I've also got your intuition. So you may need to trust your intuition more. You may need to trust your gut feeling. You may need to say, you know what, any decisions that I've got to make, I've got to discern them. You know, I can't just keep on questioning myself. I've got to trust that whatever decision I make is for my highest good. So this is the thing that you've got to do in terms of your life. Intuition is definitely going to be it's going to be something that's going to help you. It's basically a spiritual antennae. And having a spiritual antennae gives you the strength to give you or help you in terms of your decisions. You've got to trust your gut instinct. I've got boundaries. So we're in a 1 year. Being decisive with our decisions are going to be really, really important for all of us. That's the truth and the reality, right? So this is also about understanding that boundaries isn't just about ourselves, but it's also about the external. It's not about the quantity, it's the quality. And the quality also revolves around the people around us. We have to remove those that truly isn't a positive, anybody that's positive. We have to remove anything that isn't positive for us, that drains us, that goes through a series where we ourselves feel as if we're getting shaded. All of this stuff is all low vibrational energy, and it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. The truth and the reality is, you'll be able to do this by understanding that with our own boundaries, it's our own self-love and self-care. That's the truth. If we're able to do this, boom, we put a lot of value within ourselves. I've got distance. So this also correlates to separation, space, and if anything, you've got to block people that don't align with your energy. Now, you don't have to abrasively do it, but you can basically say to yourself, oh, if this person is there, I'm okay with myself being across the street. They're moving their life this way and I'm moving my life this way. And that also is about your own connections. People that you've been wanting to connect with. Or maybe you've been in a situationship and you're basically constantly chasing shadows. So really and truly, it's a time for you to realize now is the time for you to put your foot down and say, this is what I need to be doing. This is what I need to be doing. I've also got karma. So there's going to be cause and effects. If anybody has mistreated you or messed you about for last year, this is the yin and yang energy. As above, so below, so within, so without. You yourself will be hearing things in regards to people that may have caused any heartache, hurt, pain, those type of things. Those things are definitely going to be a situation where you'll be hearing it within the next 4 weeks. Definitely around the next 4 weeks. All right? Okay, let's get to the tea leaf oracle cards. I've got the axe. And the axe states that forces are working against you. Now, this is why I say to have boundaries. This is also a chance for you to ascend away from anybody that you don't really align with. This is the truth. I also see as well is to not worry about the unimportant things. I feel like there's a lot of things that you overthink with. And the truth and the reality is, especially with our own energy, it's important for us to apply logic, to truly apply logic towards this. But yes, try not to over worry, because we tend to overthink in our nature. And it's about releasing that energy. I've got wealth. Wealth will be coming in. Wealth will be coming in, so that could be through multi-streams. This could be through new businesses. This could be through upgrades such as being promoted. This is about being an entrepreneur. This is about expansion. We're definitely in a 1 year. And then in a 1 year cycle, ourselves, we are needing to have a purpose in order for us to push and to challenge and to essentially dominate for this year. I've got so a wish will come true. So this is part of your manifestation. These are the things that, if anything, aligns with the things that you know, that you breathe it, know it, and trust it. Things are in that frequency. You've got to trust it. I've got goldfish. So this is the increase of material wealth and spiritual growth. As I said, guys, if you may have felt in the previous year that you've had to suffer, that could be a situation where you've had to pay an extra couple of dollars or pounds, or you've had to pay a fine, or you had to do you had to help someone from a type of emergency payment. This is money that's not lost. This is circulating money. This is about you understanding that you will be rewarded through the deeds that you've done from last year. You got the strongest card, so you are blessed, happiness and well-being. I like the energy of the sun because the sun is letting you know that as you will go, you'll grow. That spirit has your back, the universe has got your back, and that you are truly blessed. This year is going to tell you why you've had to go through whatever you had to go through in 2025. Because if we talk about the snake year in terms of spirituality, in the terms of Chinese zodiac signs, that's about purging. That's about releasing what doesn't need to be there anymore. It's also about understanding that when we go through purges, it also gives us a reset. Okay? And the horse is all about action. All action. The forces are with us and they're not against us. I've also got the spear, which is about heartache over what you no longer have. So this is important. Releasing that old energy of 2025 and using this as the catapult and the springboard for your success for 2026. Now, as I said, this marks a new 1-year cycle, which is a new cycle that's going to be a continuation for the next 9 years. And then there'll be another year cycle. So it's all about setting the intentions now in order for you to take advantage for the next 9 years. Okay? I'm now going to be doing the tarot. How was that? How was that? I really enjoyed that. Enjoyed that. How was the oracle cards, guys? Did you enjoy the oracles? Amazing collection. That's amazing. All right, cool. I'm now going to be using the tarot to be getting the collective reading. Just an FYI, I'm streaming live on TikTok and I'm streaming live on YouTube. If you have missed parts of this on TikTok, guys, I have YouTube. It's probably going to be uploaded for tomorrow because it does take a little bit of time. That's what I've learned. So if you've missed anything, don't sweat, don't fret. It's all good. It's all good. Happy New Year to you all. All right, now I'm going to be using the tarot to be doing the collective for the 111 portal for this new year. Okay, I see a big change that's happening from now within the next 4 weeks. I feel that there is a change that many people will be happy with. Couple of things. This today marks the day that you need to be a lot more selfish with your intentions. I feel like we tend to think about other people and there's an expectations for us to think about other people. It's important for us to think about ourselves. The Four of Pentacles, for me, it's the energy of self. Today is a great day for self-care. Today is a great day to really envision what your true desires are, I think it's important for you to do so. Whatever you're thinking right now, it's definitely going to be a frequency within your success. I've got the Wheel of Fortune, so momentum is definitely going to be in your favor. And understand that while you are contemplating a plan or you're strategizing a plan, think big. Think big. It's important to think big because you've got the Tree of Life, which is the Ten of Pentacles. This is all a part of your destiny, your destination, in your highest good. This is also a part of you reaching a goal that's going to be a part of the bigger long-term goals in your life. I do have the Lovers card. I've got to cover it because I don't want to get demonetized or anything like that on YouTube. But the Lovers card is about choices. It's important about discerning your choices. It's important about connection. It's important about the quality of your connection. And it's important about having a great relationship with the universe, i.e. the laws of attraction. Are you attracting rather than seeking? Are you releasing rather than being drowned in your own sorrow? Are you being hard on yourself? Are you letting go? These are the things that I want you to think about. It isn't just about relationships with other people. We're talking about relationships within ourselves. Because in order for us to really achieve the things that we want, it has to start with us first. If you want a good relationship in terms of romance, for example, we need to feel the love within ourselves. Because commonly, if we don't have that, we often mirror parts. This is the Devil card. We often mirror parts of ourselves that is often reflected in a person that's there. But if you let go and of any trauma and you really infuse the love, then trust me, all of that will attract. Love doesn't pay the bills. I also talked about the relations between you and yourself and how you manifest. If you're able to manifest, you'll be able to attract. You'll be able to get money. So I'm talking about the actual attraction. And if you can't see that, then you're not going to receive it. You see what I'm saying? Hence is why it's called the law of attraction. Now, what I see going forwards, especially with the Six of Swords, is the new chapter that you wanted. This is something that I will let you know that embrace this new chapter, embrace this new journey, embrace that things are happening for you and not against you. I want you to make plans. This is all about expansion. The Three of Wands is about really setting across your thoughts about your goals, really setting across about being what's the word for this? Ambitious. If you're thinking about a new career, go for it. If you're thinking about a promotion, go for it. If you're thinking about changing your department, you should do it. So trust me when I say this, right? You've got to push yourself in regards to a plan that's there. You know, if we're talking about the tangibles, go on YouTube, go on Google. All of the things such as learnings or providing, providing skills or qualifications or any of that stuff, they're all there. There are self-help things that you can go online to check. We live in a digital world right now where we can find answers with our hands, i.e., ChatGPT, things like that. So really upgrade. Use this time to take on board and download things that you can make adjustments in your life, because the small things that will happen will create the big things. All right. I've also got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about community. It can also be about marriage. So next year, or excuse me, this year, if you're thinking about marriage itself, somebody in the collective may be wanting to get married. The energy is there. I've also got the Six of Wands, which is ultimately a victory. You may have overcome. You may have overcome a period in your life that may have been very, very hard for you. especially with the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is ultimately a test within ourselves. Sometimes we have to truly look within. And when we look within, it is ourselves that may cause our own difficulty. All right? This may be a situation where you have self-doubt. You will overcome this period of self-doubt. I guarantee you will. You've also got the Sun card energy, which is about the new start that you wanted. I've got a couple of cards here. I've got the Temperance card, which is about your guides looking over you. The energy of alchemy, which is self-healing. If you had to go through a period of time in the past that was painful, this is a great 4-week period of healing and transforming. And what I see is a new start. When you get the Fool card and the Seven of Pentacles, this is about removing the weeds and planting the new seeds, and go about this in the new journey and embrace what's to come. I feel a great sense of realization for the general collective that we are often playing it too safe. We don't operate in an energy of truly trusting our own abilities. And now that there is an activation in where we all will see ourselves as our own superpower. Last cards. This is the energy of money. Money will be coming in for you guys. Justice is also for those that are wanting to change their house moves, legalities, and weddings. So there's a lot of things in regards to signatures. This is about confirmations of change, and it's coming. You've just got to, in the meantime, utilize this time to put an advantage for yourself using your mindset. The mind is often an underused energy, but it's got so much untapped resource that it is so important that we use it now. The one energy is about purpose. The one energy is about making plans. All right? And I see you guys not surviving like what you guys may have felt in 2025. This year, you guys will thrive. All right? That was the collective. That was the collective. That was the collective for not only the 111 portal. That was the collective for January 2026 for the new year. And I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that energy. Shout out to all the haters that was in the comments. You guys inspire me. But I appreciate you all. I appreciate the people that showed me love. I appreciate the people that showed me hate. But it's all love, man. I really appreciate that. One thing I will say lastly is I will be making more content in empowering you all for 2026 and beyond. So it isn't just going to be about tarot. It's going to be stuff like numerology. It's going to give you mindset in terms of empowering yourself. There are going to be things in where you'll be able to take things, right? You'll be able to take things and utilize it. And as I said to you from the start, great time for you to focus on things such as the vision board. Vision boards, you don't necessarily need to have a board. You can use things such as your phone, right? And place pictures and put it as a wallpaper. I would even say that's even better because more people are likely to use their phone all the time. So there's always a point of reference. There is always a point of reference to do this, to use this, all right? Because it's about breathing it, smelling it, knowing it, seeing it. So take tonight, don't know where you are in the world, but utilize tonight as a way to sort of go back to the drawing board, seeing this as a clean canvas and starting over again. Can you do more laws of attraction? I feel like it's hard to mess. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'll be making more. I'll probably be doing like a workshop, a webinar, so to speak. Yeah, sorry, workshop, a webinar. But yes, I'll be making more content regarding this. But yes, guys, as I said, I wish you all a happy new year. I'm sending you love. And this is going to be This is the year for everyone. This is when we all ignite just like that. Okay? I'm going to just send you lots of love and light. Okay? And I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. Take care now.